Hello everyone, this is Marvin Espy with Artbyespy Art Instruction, and we provide art instruction for beginners through intermediate level artists of all types. And today we're going to be working on a watercolor, but I'm going to start by doing a rough pencil outline as a way to identify where the light, shadow, and shapes are going to go. But thank you for tuning in. This will be a short segment, and then we'll follow with the video on how to execute the watercolor. But for now, here is the subject we're working on. We're going to be doing a floral, and this particular floral I bought here in New London at the Thames River Greenery, and I took this photo myself, and I'll have to look up what type of flower this is, but it has this wonderful, brilliant bloom. And we're gonna try and capture some of the subtleties in value that we see in the bright red here, and how the edge of those petals are a little dampened, I believe, due to the thickness of it. But we got some translucent quality going on there. We're also gonna look at how to separate the shapes through the use of value and shadow. And we're gonna do that in one sense by isolating the shadow and kind of painting it as a reverse or negative space. So without further ado, I'm gonna use this mechanical pencil. This is a number 2 mechanical. I love it because you don't have to sharpen, you just turn and you get more lead. So roughly, I just want to create this beautiful shape, and I'm gonna make it the star of the show, so I'm gonna put it center, but more than center, I'm gonna make sure that it is just above what would be a horizon line, but I want it top and center, and what a beautiful shape that is. And I want to give special attention, especially with florals. Florals, like painting automobiles or anything that has a specific design, people who follow those things are keenly aware of those design qualities. And if I name this a specific floral or plant, I want the qualities in the shape of the petals and the leaves, whether it's a monocot or a dicot. I want to pay specific attention to those qualities so that it's authentic and genuine. And so here, by making these petals, I'm not only creating the petals, but I am also creating what is going to be the negative space that that's going to define and structure this plant. Also, there is room in where I put these leaves and petals. There's room for me to add a sense of design. While I took this photo, I don't have to be married to the photo. So if it makes sense to move the placement of a leaf, I want to take those liberties. And it's not even artist license. It's I'm not changing the reality. I'm just creating a more beautiful piece by taking control of the design. I see here I've got a lot of negative space here, and I think I'm gonna subsidize that with a leaf that might not otherwise be there. As you can see, I'm not trying to create every detail. I really want to just get a sense, and here I'm going to have a leaf emerge from the shadows. I'm gonna see if it can maybe disappear into this space. Here we go. Then also, I'm gonna identify the opening here. I'm gonna handle this lightly because I definitely want to use some light here on the tips. It's got this beautiful white outline around the petals, and I don't want to lose that. It's important when you choose a subject that you have an idea what you want to do lighting wise. So much about a watercolor painting is in how you capture light and shadow. And I imagine that's true of a lot of art forms, but in a watercolor especially, you want to identify those early in the game so that the decision making that is required, you take care of on the front end. It is very difficult with the pace of a watercolor to leave much decision making to happen on the fly. One of the biggest lessons I've learned in doing watercolors is to manage a lot of the decision making before I ever begin to paint. There. And there's this beautiful bulb that rests inside of here. I hope as you see me render this, you get a sense of I'm only just trying to get the basic positions. And see, there are some small blooms down below. I think that captures roughly where I want to go. Some of the yellow veins in this petal or leaf, I think I'm going to do that with an opaque medium. The gouache, I think I'm going to mix a little white gouache with my yellow watercolor to create those. Some I may do just by omission, but I think that's enough for now. And I'm going to turn the light away, see if we can you see that image better? Or maybe we see it better with the light on it. And maybe I'll zoom in just a bit. There. So you get a sense of where I'm going and where the negative space is going to be. I could, if I wanted to, I could demonstrate some of that negative space here by shading. See how already putting this dark value between the petals does a beautiful job of isolating those individual petals. And you'll see that emerge as we go. And that's all for now. And anticipate seeing a video on the watercolor itself, and we'll go layer by layer. And that's all for now. Thank you for tuning in to Art by SB Art Instruction.